Absolutely. It is overwhelming to figure out how are you going to take everything you've been doing in your traditional calendar where you see kids every day for like 55 minutes and then nip and tuck that curriculum into your new block schedule, which for me was on an AB 90-minute block. Now, at first, it sounds like that's about the same amount of time, just sliced up differently, but it's not. It's not. I did the math for you and I'll put it here. But basically, the block, when I transitioned, gave me 200 fewer minutes a month with my students. And that's a lot. That's several hours less of instructional time. So something's got to give. So there's good and there's bad in a block schedule, in my experience, always just my experience. Let's start with the bad. You're going to have to cut something. You're going to have to cut some core curriculum. For me, it was the number of short stories we did, the number of poems that we sat with. I think ultimately I did like one less novel unit over the course of the year to make the time work. But the good part was actually that was fine. I think that it's better to go deep with fewer works than to scattershot and go wide, trying to hit like everything in the canon of Western literature. Like it's too much. So we can slow down on a block schedule. And I really liked that extended time that I had with kids. My math and foreign language friends did not love the block as much as I did because they like that daily repetition and it makes perfect sense to me. But for English language arts, we could go deep on things. We could be right in the middle of a literature piece and we could do an extended reader's theater of a really meaty scene and pause and talk it through and then get back into character and do more. When we were doing writing, it was gorgeous. I do almost all of my writing is in class or was in class with my students to avoid plagiarism, cheating, over-involved parents or tutors. I want to see what the kid can actually write. And the block schedule, if we did the prep work one day, the research, they could do all of the writing in one 90-minute session. And my expectations, of course, were ratcheted to that. So I just really liked it for that. I just liked it for the pacing of it. So, I mean, you'll start to figure out ways that work. Just like with the 55-minute schedule, you want to think of blocks of chunks of time. I like to think of 15 to 20 minutes. You want to keep it moving, switch it up, because teenagers really, adults, none of us can actually maintain focus on an intense academic task for 90 continuous minutes. Nobody wants to listen to me talk for more than 15 minutes is my block. Oh my gosh, a 15-minute lecture for me is like an eternity for students. Nobody wants that. So you want to think of ways to like chunk it up. I generally started with a brain teaser, a bell ringer, 5 to 10 minutes of a bell ringer, just an evergreen skills practice. And then maybe we'll do like a partner think, pair, share. We'll do like a quizzer from last night's reading and then a think, pair, share of softball. I'm running out of time. No.